What's up, FB friends and YouTube fam? It's your boy Big Duck Hardware, and got some new toys to play with. Wanted to do a bit of a maybe a tutorial for those of us who never use these particular toys or tools. So here we are. This is what I got. I don't know about y'all, but I've been curious about these for a while. Sopobi solder shrinks or solder crimps. So I've got a few different sizes of wire we're going to use to try and see how these go together. I got these, and I got these. And I got these. So we can run through many of the different sizes of these crimps or connectors that I have and see how they all work. So, first things first, what these things claim to do is they're heat shrink, and if you can see there in the middle, that spot right there, that is supposed to be low heat solder. The blue strip on either side is an adhesive. So we're going to see just how well these work with a couple of different fashions. First, we're going to try this bigger wire here, and what we're going to do is we're just going to follow the directions on the box. And first, these aren't like regular old butt connectors. You got to kind of stick them on there first. So you stick it on the end like so. And kind of mesh your wire together here. It's probably the hardest part of the job. You know, when I do this, kind of like to twist them a little bit just to make sure that they're on there fairly tight. I mean, they're not going to be, obviously not super tight because, well, there's nothing holding them together, but there they are. And you take your solder connection and you slide it over your wire. Now, be sure that when you do that, that you make sure you get all of your strandage in there. As you can see, I put the solder right there. Oh, come on. Focus. All right, as you can see, I put the solder right there in the middle. Now, I've done a little bit of soldering in my life, and I've never been able to use a heat gun to do it, but maybe it's just because I got a cheap heat gun. So let's break out the heat gun. New Master Chinese eBay stuff. Which isn't, I mean, for me, it's nothing wrong with it. It does the job. So let's see just how well this works. I got it on the highest setting. So looks like the heat shrink is doing this job. Let's see about the solder. Looks like it's starting to flow, which is always a good thing. And as I said, I've never used the heat gun for this process. I've always used my soldering iron. And I'm just going to tell you right now that I don't really think this is getting into the line. but we'll give it the best possible chance we can. All right. Let that cool, and as it cools, it won't be near as transparent. As you can see, if you take a close look, it doesn't look like it got all the way like it flowed all the way through the copper. But we're going to test it. We're going to pull it apart and see what happens. Now, if this joint, once cooled, if it's any good, I shouldn't be able to pull it apart. Let's let it cool. As you can see, it's starting to darken up on us. Now those little blue strips are an adhesive that help make the joint waterproof. But man, I mean, I have no way of testing that. So let's see. I'm gonna give this one heck of a tug to see what happens. Nothing. Not bad. Not mad at all. I still feel like that didn't get all the way through. It didn't flow into the copper, but it is solid. And I'm not going to pull that apart. I mean, for me, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but I'm actually tugging at it pretty good. So, hell, might not even have to go through all of the processes once I cut this in half. Let's see what happened. Let's see if this actually flowed all the way through the copper. You see I'm cutting it right there on the solder. Well. Proving me wrong. I mean, I can't really. It does look like it went all the way through. Got into all the strands. Can't really get you guys a really good close up on it because it just doesn't seem to. My phone doesn't want to seem to. The pink that you're seeing is probably the reflection of my hand on my phone. Let's see the other side. Let's see, we get all the way through on that side too. It does look like it. So, I guess that I was definitely proven wrong here. And definitely not made a decent joint. That's just one. So, let's see what happens when we do something a little different. So I have a couple of different ways that I like to put wires together. So let's see what happens when we use a little bit stronger way of putting the wire together, which is I like to twist the wire like so. Same thing on the other side. Twist it like so. And bend them in half. Kind of make a hook with them. Because we're going to hook those together. Can you see what I did there? And do the same thing with the other one. Just kind of bend it in half. And then you take your two, looks like the Candyman hooks. Be my victim. Sorry, y'all. You take them and you hook them together like so. Close them up. Kind of twist them. Just to make sure that they stay good and solid. And there you go. All right. Now, since this wire isn't quite as big as the other one, we're going to go with this, the red one. Let's hope. And this actually, being that it's got less solder, should actually do a little better. All right, so there it is, laid right over where I hooked them together. Now, I can't expect that that's going to flow over the whole wire, but let's give it a try. So, by the way, I'm using the heat gun at full power. That's half, that's full. Let's see what we get here. Bumped up pretty good. Give it a second to dry. And like I said, once they start to cool, they don't stay transparent. So now, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I left a pretty good knot there in the middle. Just because I wanted to see how much, if any. And I'm going to tell you, it doesn't look all that great for this one. But I was proven wrong on the last one, so let's just see. As you see, it's starting to cloud up, means it's cooling. So give her a try. It's solid. I mean, it's definitely not, I mean, so all right, so it's not pulling loose. Let's go ahead, cut it, see if it went all the way through. As you can see, I'm cutting right there on my knot. Let's see what happens. And again, it looks as though we made it all the way through. And we flowed all the way through the copper lines. Which means we end up with a pretty solid joint. Let's see about this one. This one, flow all the way through. Let's see. I don't know. I see a little copper there. don't know if I like that. See what happens after the knot. Float all the way through. I don't know if you guys can see this as well as I can. I'm kind of hoping that you at least can get an idea, because that does look like it got all the way through. So it doesn't look like we did all that bad. So Sopobi heat shrinks with solder in them. Solder connections is what they're called. Solder, heat shrink solder seal. Got this on eBay. I think I spent like 18 bucks on it. Got a total of 120. Which, I mean, honestly, it was really just me testing the waters to see what we have, what we can use and what we can't, just to see if they're even worth any of the raves that I've been getting. Sorry, I disappeared for a second, y'all. I'm definitely impressed. I've been using these, or straight solder with heat shrinks. No more crimping, no more solder station, unless I'm doing big wire, and no more soldering gun. So I'm definitely impressed. We'll probably be switching over to these on a permanent basis. I'm happy with my purchase, and I'm probably getting ready to buy some more. These will be my go-to from here on out. So, it's your boy, Big Duck, Howard Where's Car Audio, and recommending heat shrink solder seals to whoever, or for whatever your wire joining needs are. They definitely do the job. So y'all have a good day. Y'all already know where I'm at. I'm gone.